think Africans are capable now to make use of the resources which are available, to also make use of the foreign aid that they receive. And now Africa is asking for more trade than aid, because there are now potentialities in Africa for resource development, especially at this day. People now talking about the food crisis. Africa has a potential to produce food for itself and beyond itself if the resources are made available for her and the help.
If a farmer loses 20 to 25% of his output, that's a lot. And why? Partly because there is no way of preserving the food. Secondly, there is no transport system that will make the farmer take the food straight to the market. The marketing arrangement is very difficult. These are peasant farmers, by definition. They don't have the skill to organize large marketing and so on. So if we can look at some of these and tidy up the loose ends, it will have immediate impact on food accessibility. That, I must say, it does not mean we don't need more food, we don't need to grow more food, but we also need to optimize the harvests that we make every year.
It is not always that African countries go hungry because they choose to. Take, for example, between Japan and Kenya. Kenyan people spend 41 billion Kenya shillings every year to purchase Japanese products. On the other hand, the Japanese people only spend 1.3 billion shillings every year to buy Kenyan products. So who is helping who?
This question of the participation of women in the African economy is very important. For example, in Africa, when you look at food, it is equal to women. Water is equal to women. And all this energy is equal to women. So we cannot revolutionize the situation of Africa if we don't take the women seriously and don't change the work of women into a better, with technology, applying technology and science. So there's no way we can avoid the African woman.
The waters of Lake Chad, for instance, have decreased a great deal in the past 10 years. So what does that tell you? The fact that if these communities depend on Lake Chad for fishing, and those resources get extinct, that is a potential for conflict.
Adapting to climate change will require breeding new crops, and therefore putting agriculture at the center of the development strategies of these countries, especially in terms of using new agricultural technologies, will be very, very essential. And this is where areas like biotechnology become important, because the time frame for developing new products is actually pretty short. So they need techniques that can enable them to develop new products fairly quickly. And one obvious area is, for example, drought-tolerant crops. And Africa is already working closely with a number of donors, particularly the Gates Foundation, which is giving support to African scientists to develop drought-tolerant crops.
You can't feed the poor people theories. If development comes within a country, it needs to be felt. And I think Africa as a whole is trying to achieve that more than they've ever tried to achieve that. And with the collaboration of places, the international community and places like Japan as we're here, the future is very promising and we will achieve that.